Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Daily Practice Hub. I'm Laura.
And I'm Alex. Thanks for joining us for episode 3.
Today, we're talking about daily routines. This topic is perfect for beginners because we do the same activities every day, so you'll use these words all the time.
That's right, Laura. Daily routine words are very important. We'll share stories about our mornings, afternoons, and evenings so you can learn naturally.
Let's start with the morning, Alex. What time do you wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. My alarm goes off at 7, but sometimes I press snooze and wake up at 7:15.
Ha! I do that too sometimes. What do you do first when you wake up?
First, I turn off my alarm. Then I get up and go to the bathroom. I wash my face and brush my teeth.
Good habits. Do you have a shower in the morning?
Yes, I always have a shower in the morning. I feel much better after a shower. Then I get dressed. I usually wear smart clothes because I work in an office.
That's interesting. I also have a shower in the morning. I wake up at 6:30 because I start work earlier than you.
6:30? That's early. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, breakfast is very important to me. I always eat breakfast. I usually have toast with butter and a cup of tea. Sometimes I have porridge when it's cold.
Porridge is lovely in winter. I usually have cereal with milk and a cup of coffee. I drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning.
2 cups? You really need your coffee, Alex.
I do. After breakfast, I brush my teeth again, check my phone for messages, and then I leave the house.
What time do you leave the house?
I usually leave at 8:15. I need to catch the bus at 8:20. What about you, Laura? How do you get to work?
I walk to work. It takes about 20 minutes. I like walking in the morning because it wakes me up and I can listen to music or a podcast.
That sounds lovely. Walking is great exercise, too.
What time do you start work, Alex?
I start work at 9 o'clock. First, I make a cup of coffee and check my emails. Then, I start my tasks for the day.
Do you have a lunch break?
Yes, my lunch break is at 1 o'clock. I usually have 45 minutes. Sometimes I eat lunch at my desk, but I prefer to go outside and eat in the park when the weather is nice.
That sounds nice. My lunch break is at 12:30. I usually eat a sandwich and some fruit. Sometimes I go to a small cafe near my office.
Do you talk to your colleagues at lunchtime?
Yes, sometimes. My colleague Maria and I often have lunch together on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We talk about work and also about life outside work. She's very funny.
That's nice. Having a good colleague to talk to makes work much better.
Exactly. What time do you finish work, Alex?
I finish at 5:30. After work, I usually feel a bit tired, so I listen to music on the bus home. What about you?
I finish at 5 o'clock. I walk home the same way I came. By the end of the day, the walk helps me relax and forget about work stress.
Let's talk about evenings. What do you do when you get home, Laura?
When I get home, the first thing I do is change my clothes. I put on something comfortable, usually joggers and a big jumper.
Ha, me too. Comfortable clothes at home are the best. Then what do you do?
Then I cook dinner. I usually cook at about 6:30. I like cooking, so I make a proper meal most evenings. Sometimes I make pasta, sometimes rice with vegetables, and sometimes soup.
That sounds delicious. I cook dinner too, but I keep it simple on weekdays. I usually make something quick like scrambled eggs or a stir fry. At the weekend, I cook more.
Do you eat alone or with someone?
Usually alone on weekdays, but I video call my parents while I eat sometimes. What about you?
I usually eat with my flatmate Claire. We eat together most evenings and talk about our day. It's a nice part of the day.
That's lovely. After dinner, what do you do?
After dinner, I wash the dishes. Then I usually relax on the sofa and watch TV for an hour. I like documentaries and cooking programs.
I like documentaries too. I usually watch TV or read a book in the evening. I'm reading a very good book at the moment about history.
A history book. That sounds interesting. Do you do any exercise in the evening?
Yes, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I go to the gym after work. I go at about 6 o'clock and come home at 7:30. On those days, I cook a quick dinner because I'm hungry and tired.
I do yoga on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. I do it at home in my living room. I follow a video online. It really helps me relax.
Yoga is great for relaxing. Do you have any other evening habits?
Yes, every evening before bed, I make a cup of chamomile tea. I sit quietly for 10 minutes and think about my day. It helps me sleep better. What time do you go to bed, Alex?
I usually go to bed at about 10:30. First, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and set my alarm for the next morning. Then I read for a little while, and I'm usually asleep by 11.
I go to bed a little earlier. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock. I wake up earlier, so I need more sleep. I set 2 alarms because I'm always worried I'll sleep through the first one.
2 alarms. That's a good idea. I should do that. I sometimes sleep through my alarm.
Wake up. Wake up.
Get dressed.
Have breakfast.
Go to work.
Have lunch. Have lunch.
Come home. Come home.
Cook dinner.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Let's talk about grammar quickly. When we talk about daily routines, we use the present simple tense.
That's right. We use it for things we do regularly, every day, every week, or usually. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock. She eats breakfast at 8.
We also use time words to help. Listen to these examples.
I always drink coffee in the morning. Always means 100% of the time.
I usually eat lunch at 1 o'clock. Usually means most of the time, perhaps 80%.
I sometimes cook pasta for dinner. Sometimes means perhaps 50% of the time.
I never miss breakfast. Never means 0% of the time.
Always, usually, sometimes, never. These words come before the main verb.
I always brush my teeth. She sometimes goes to the gym. He never eats breakfast.
Very useful words. Let's also look at question forms for daily routines.
To ask about routines, we say, what time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? When do you go to bed?
I wake up at 7. I eat toast and tea. I go to bed at 10:30.
Now let's review the main daily routine words. Listen and repeat.
Wake up, get up, have a shower.
Get dressed, eat breakfast, leave the house.
Start work, have lunch, finish work.
Come home, cook dinner, watch TV.
Brush teeth, go to bed.
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock.
I always eat breakfast before I leave the house.
I sometimes go to the gym after work.
I never go to bed after. I always wake up at 6:30. I usually have coffee for breakfast. I sometimes walk to work.
Then say your sentences out loud, practice in front of a mirror, or record yourself on your phone. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect, just practice.
Here's a tip. Try saying your routine in English in your head as you do it. When you brush your teeth, think, I am brushing my teeth. When you eat breakfast, think, I am eating breakfast. This is a great way to practice every day.
That's a brilliant tip, Alex. Learning English doesn't only happen when you study. It happens all day if you practice like that.
That's all for episode 3 of English Daily Practice Hub. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to practice this week. Tell someone about your daily routine in English. See you next time. Bye.
Exactly. Small steps every day make a big difference. Next time, in episode 4, we'll talk about going to the supermarket. We'll learn food words, how to ask for help in a shop, and how to talk about prices. Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English every single day.